Utopian Duelist here, and today we have, would it be Collins? Collins Draco-mist?
Yeah.
Yeah, Collins Draco-mist. So, we'll let Colin get started.
Alright. For starting off, run 2 Ariadne. It's a 3 scale. Whenever it's popped, you get to search 3 counter traps from your deck. It's just really useful to have. Also, you know, you don't pay cost for discarding or life point counts. Next, we run Luster, the Pendulum Draco Slayer. Scale 5, don't really use it as a scale. Basically, I use it to go into Ignister or bring it back, go into Dinister. Vector. I'm only running 1 Vector, 1 Luster, and 1 Lector in the deck. Luster is obviously at 1. The Lector. And then 3 Master. The 3 Master is just because this is also replacing my Stegosaur in the deck. He's a great 3 scale. Not only that, I can use him to go into Dinister. Next are the Draco-mist. I'm playing 3 Anklos. 6 scale. Whenever a Draco-mist monster battles an opponent's monster, you banish it. Obviously, and then, you know, it's 6 scale effect. If your Draco-mist get targeted, you can pop this card and turn around and save it. Next is 3 Placius. Placius 1700. The reason I'm playing 3 is because of its ability to stack your opponent's monsters lose 100 attack and defense for each Draco-mist monster you control. That actually comes in real hand. 6 scale. Next is Terran, your searcher. Whenever he destroys a monster by battle, you can search out 1 Draco-mist card from your deck, which means you can search out the charge and then add something else to your hand.
So you're saying Pateran's a pretty good card?
If you do not stop that, I will beat you. Go
Terran.
And then it's 3 scale effect. If another Draco-mist cards you control would be destroyed by battle or opponent's card effect, you can destroy this card instead. Obviously, if you guys have seen Draco-mist before, I shouldn't have to read you the scale effects, because you all know that they troll you. Triple Brachion, because if your opponent controls a monster that's the highest attack point monster on the field, you can special summon it. It's basically one of the Cyber Dragons of the deck. The other Cyber Dragon is Ceratops. I'm running 2 currently, debating on running him back at 3. Just because I like the effect of I can literally go for the Spinos OTK using this card and Spinos and a charge on the field. And those are really cards that are easy to get. Next is Rex, your 6 scale, 2400 beater. If he destroys an opponent's, or if he battles, you can tribute 1 other Draco-mist, and you can either shuffle an opponent's card and gain 100 points of attack, or you can attack another defense position monster and inflict piercing. He's a 6 scale. Everybody considers him the boss monster, but this is the boss monster, Draco-mist Spinos. You can tribute 1 other Draco-mist monster, then activate 1 of these effects. This card can attack your opponent directly this turn. This card can make a 2nd attack during each battle phase this turn. This is not a once per turn ability, which means you can hit your opponent directly for 5k. With limiter removal, 10k game. Okay, going into the spells, I'm running double Ignite Reload, just because I can send 2 Pendulum monsters back to my deck and draw +1, or actually I can send 1 and draw 2. It's basically however many Pendulum monsters I send +1. The only thing is you can only activate 1 per turn, which still, usually your 1 per turn gets you what you need. Currently running double charge. Not a whole lot of room actually in the deck once we finished building it. So we decided to cut charge to 2 just because it's searchable and pretty easily able to get a hold of. Next is the Draco face-off. Reveal one Draco Slayer and one Overlord from your deck. One gets placed in the Pendulum Zone or special summoned, and the other one is added to the extra deck face-up. It's really good for searching out Luster if you didn't grab him in your first hand. The next card is Limiter Removal. This card is key in any Dynamist deck, and anyone who does not run Limiter Removal is an idiot. And they can argue with me all they want, but Limiter Removal doubles the attack of all your machine-type monsters. You double the attack of Spinos, and usually there's nothing your opponent can do, like at all. It's just game. Alright, and now we're moving on to the traps. For traps, I'm running 2 Dynamist Rush. Once again, I know people are going to say, why aren't you running at 3? Well, that's because I don't have deck room. I can probably drop some other things for it, but for right now, it's at 2. You get to special summon 1 Dynamist monster from your deck. It's destroyed at the end phase. With Dynastor on the field, it actually does not get destroyed at the end phase. 1 Solemn Warning. I actually have a prettier one, but this is the one that's in here currently in my gold. Everyone knows what Solemn Warning does, and if you don't, you shouldn't be playing. 1 Dark Bribe, just because it's a counter trap searchable by Ariadne. Negate destroy one of your opponent's spell or trap cards, and then they get to draw a card. Then I'm running 2 Grandhorn because I currently do not have strikes. Basically, during your opponent's main phase, when they would special summon a monsters, negate the summon, and if you do destroy that monster, and your opponent draws 1 card, and then they end the main phase. So basically, if you hit a main phase 1 when they just pendulum summoned or summon one of their big boss monsters with this card, and as long as it's not an inherent summon, you've stopped them that turn. Period. Point blank. Next is the extra deck. Obviously, Ignister, it's at 1. That card's broken, that's why it's at 1.
Ignister.
It's a level 8 synchro monster. Once per turn, target 1 pendulum monster on the field, which, by the way, can be your opponent's side of the field too. Then destroy that card. If you do shuffle 1 card on the field into the deck once per turn, you can special summon 1 Draco Slayer monster from your deck in defense position, but it cannot be used as synchro material. Here's how you get around that. You then use that to summon either Dynastor, which prevents your pendulum stuff from being destroyed, and then you can also special summon 1 Draco Slayer from the graveyard, from hand or graveyard, but it cannot be used as a fusion summon, and here's how you get around that. Magister, the Ascending Paladin Draco Slayer, rank 4, 2 level 4 Pendulum monsters. When this card is XC summoned, you can add 1 Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand during the end phase. You have to activate that effect upon the summon. A lot of people don't understand that either. Once per turn, you can detach 1 XC material from this card, special summon 1 face-up Draco Slayer Pendulum monster from your extra deck, but it cannot be used as an XC material. Alright, that's it for the Draco Slayer part of the deck. Next is Daigusto Emerald. Daigusto Emerald is just so, like, whenever my Dynastor goes to the graveyard or anything else, I can target 3 cards, send them back to the deck, draw 1 card. That's really all it's used for. Number 37, Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark. Requires 2 level 4 water monsters, easy to do in Dynamist. You guys are probably asking, what about Bahamut Shark and Tree Toad? Believe me, I already have my eyes set on that, and this card probably will get dropped for my Bahamut Shark. I already picked up 2 of them. Next thing I need is the Tree Toad. When any player's monster declares an attack, you can detach 1 XC material from this card. All monsters your opponent currently controls lose 1,000 attack until the end of this turn. When this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 other monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You can only use the effect of number 37, Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark, once per turn. He's good for bringing back, say, your Infinity, or basically anything that's been sent to the graveyard, as long as it was, you know, properly summoned. Next is Dark Rebellion Dragon. I'm debating on running the Requiem. I'm not sure yet, though I know if I could drop everything in here that stops stuff, my opponent would just quit. Obviously, it's rank 4, 2 level 4 monsters. Detach 2 XC materials, target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. It becomes half its current attack, and if it does, this card gains that lost attack. Here's one of the cards that I'll probably take out for the Tree Toad, but I like the card in the deck right now. It's Dvorak, King of Heavy Industry, rank 5, requires 3 level 5 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach from this card. Send the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck to the graveyard. Then, if any monsters were sent to the graveyard by this effect, destroy cards your opponent controls up to the number of monsters sent. This is non-targeting destruction, and your opponent mills 3 cards. This is an awesome card, and it's a 3200 beater. Not even Blue Eyes can get over this unless they start bringing out like dark matter and everything else. Okay, and next, what everyone's been waiting for, because you know it's a Draco-mist deck, so it has to include Cyber Dragon Infinity. Well, Nova's in here too, but we all know Nova just hits the field and becomes Infinity. Everyone should know what Infinity does. Detach 1 material from the card, negate whatever you want. I run it at 2. I know it's taking up extra deck space, but I like running it at 2 because Infinity is easy to get your hands on right now, and the person who plays Infinity second wins. So that's how that works. Obviously, it gains 200 attack and defense for every XE material attached to it. I actually had a friend who stalled out so long yesterday that she got it up to 5,300 attack points, which I believe should never have happened. And then one Hope Harbinger, because I can summon this using my Dinosaur or my Ignister. Say I don't need those and I need to start stopping their trap or their spell cards, I can bring out number 38 Hope. This is one of those other optional cards that'll probably get pulled for Tree Toad. Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon, just because of the fact that I can take control of my opponent's monster, turn it into a Cypher, and then literally keep control of their monster by dropping dark matter on it.
It's lols, guys.
It's all for the lols.
Best play I ever came up with.
Side deck right now is kind of small. I only have 4 cards in it. I'm trying to debate what else I want for it. But so far, I have 1 barrier statue of the Torrents. No monsters can be special summoned except for water monsters. You know, you're playing against Blue Eyes, they pretty much special summon all their monsters, so if you drop this on the field, it's done for. Then 3 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors. I just picked them up at the regionals that I went to. The 3 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors is negate all dark monsters effects activated on the field and in the graveyard. Burning Abyss, PK Fire, whatever combination you want to run of that, eat your heart out, because I'm going to stop you. I have 3 of them, and I will put every single one of them in the deck.
Lols. Alright, well, Colin, you want to be in the video for the goodbye?
Nah.
Aw. Alright, everybody, like, subscribe, be the best, guys. See ya.